These are my Giant Loop Mototrekk panniers. I had them before I bought the Norden. I used them on my Royal Enfield Himalayan and loved them. These bags, these are the stock bags that came with the Norden. There's nothing wrong with these bags. I like them. If these were the only bags that I had to go do a small tour, I could probably get away with it. The Mototrekk panniers are bigger, they're easier to get in and out of, and I already own them. So I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and put them on the bike. So I'm gonna show you how I mounted these hard pannier racks and adjusted the catch system so that it fit on the stock Norden pannier racks. And then I'm gonna talk a little bit about my experience with these bags so far. This is not meant to be a full review of the Giant Loop system, but it is meant to show you how I got this Giant Loop hard pannier mount onto the stock Norden rack. I'm gonna take the bag off of the pannier mount. Way too difficult on the bike. See, that one was easy, but this one just magically won't be, and I don't understand it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Here's our Giant Loop plate, a little bit of tape right here. Your Giant Loop plate. I'm just gonna this mount here and this mount on the back. So a millimeter, well, more than a millimeter of wiggle. But for me, that's gonna be good enough. Let me take a quick minute and say thank you to those of you who are already subscribed. I appreciate you following along in your engagement. If you're not subscribed, would love to have you follow along. More content like this, take a look through the channel, see if you find something you like, and if you see anything that you'd like to see more of, please let me know in the comment section below. All right, back to the video. I wanted to take 1 minute and kind of show the final product with these bags here facing forward on the bike. This one sits on my right, this one sits on my left. There are 3 positions where you can put this clasp. You can put it dead center, or you can put it to the right or left. And so these are offset forward to on the back, on the pannier mount. The other thing I'm doing is I'm running this arm here, the lower arm underneath the support bracket, and then this one wedges into the back. I've also put these, Giant Loop includes these tabs here, these screw-in tabs that give a little bit of closure on the connection on those too. Basically the same spot on these racks just below this mounting hole here, and then turn the opposite way just above the mounting slot right there. put them up against your pannier racks and make sure they're fitting the right way, but offset these, angle these out, measure twice, cut once, right? What the pannier mounts look like on the back. So we've got the bags on the bike. I can tell you I really appreciate the Giant Loop Mototrekk panniers. They're easy to get in and out of. It's just a snap, 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 snap. It is 4 snaps, but then rolling this up, I can look straight down into the pannier and get everything I need. It does stack on top of each other, so you know, put what you need most accessible on top. They're not perfect. They do move around a little bit, and I could cinch the straps down a little bit tighter to make that work better, but you know, it's not absolutely necessary. I haven't taken these on a full tour yet on this bike, but I have toured around on the Himalayan and they work great. Probably the most concerning thing for me is what I mentioned about Husqvarna pannier racks don't cover the full back of the pannier. So if I do drop the bike and it lands in just the right way, it could possibly bend this plate, but it is a pretty thick plate, so I'm not overly concerned about that. If I was seriously concerned about it, I would replace these pannier racks and get a full square rack. And I could still do that. You know, this is metal, I could bend it back into place. Worst case scenario, I break it and I have to strap these bags on a different way. Between these 2 Mototrekk panniers and my Tillamook duffel bag, I think I'll have all the space I need. I keep all my camera equipment in my top case. I realize most people don't have to worry about camera equipment and along their motorcycle rides, so that's just a weird part for me. The Giant Loop bags, if you already have them, you can mount them to your Norden stock pannier racks. So if you already have Giant Loop bags with the hard pannier mounts, you can get them mounted to these Norden racks. Or if you're thinking about buying them, then you can absolutely make this work. This is not meant to be a full comparison of every pannier on the market. Obviously, the stock panniers that come on the Expedition are good. These I already had and they work better. So hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll try to reply to you. I'm not really giving any hard measurements or anything here. For me, it was like hold it up and see where it fit. But if somebody needs me to measure something out for them, I can take a look. So that just about does it for this one. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. And until next time, have fun and ride safe.